Claire asks, am I the only idiot who says thanks Jimmy to my computer screen after every tiny quiz? Well, thank you very much indeed, Claire. Welcome back to the little tiny quiz of the lockdown. Why not test if your brain cells are still working before you kill them off with constant worry and day drinking? First up, 5 general knowledge questions. Question number 1. In the film Finding Nemo, what kind of fish is Nemo? Other than a lost fish. I mean, we get that he's lost. That's why they're trying to find him. Question 2, and real animals this time. You can tell the difference between an African and an Asian elephant because one of them has ears shaped like Africa. But is the Africa ear-shaped one the African one or the Asian one? So what kind of elephant has Africa-shaped ears? The African elephant or the Asian elephant? Question 3. Here's a great question from Patricia Hill, who says she's maddeningly bored by the lockdown, not the little tiny quiz. At least, I think that's what she means. Here's Patricia's question. How did Whoopi Goldberg get her stage name? Yeah, it's a stage name. Question 4, and this one is from Gareth and Scylla in Australia. What is the maximum number of queens a chess player can have on the board? So what's the maximum number of queens you can have as a chess player? And question 5. In America, they call it a zone improvement plan. What do they call it in the rest of the world? So in America, it's a zone improvement plan. What is it in the rest of the world? Might sound baffling, but think about it for a while and you'll get there. Have some faith in yourself. Next, I'm going to give you the names of some characters in a movie. They might not be the biggest roles, but you should be able to work out what the movie is from those characters. Here we go. Question 6. A straightforward one, just to get you going. What film has these roles? Pub Heavy, Diane's Mother, and Renton's Nurse. Big movie from 1996. What's it called? Question 7. The characters are Mandy Cohen, Biggus Dickus, and Alarmed Crucifixion Assistant. What's the movie? Question 8. The roles are Silver Assay Worker, Mother Sunday, and Eli Follower. Pretty big Oscar-y kind of movie. What's it called? Question 9. Which movie has these roles? Albert Speer, General Alfred Jodl, and Magda Goebbels. And question 10. The parts are Mr. Pricklepants, Ken, and Lots O' Hugging Bear. Careful now, exactly which movie am I talking about there? Well, that's all your questions for today. Now, I don't mind you cheating and looking up the answers on your phone, but as this is a pub quiz, I'd prefer if you sneaked off to the toilet to do it. I'm back with the answers. They are stay indoors, wash your hands, and just have a cuddle and try again later. Now, the answers to the quiz. First, we had 5 general knowledge questions. Question 1 was, what kind of fish is Nemo? And the answer I was expecting was clownfish. They can also be called an anemone fish. You can have a point if you put that, but really clownfish is what we were looking for. For question 2, I asked you to think about elephants and the elephants with ears shaped like Africa. The African elephant is of course the right answer. The African elephant has ears shaped like Africa. You didn't think I was trying to triple bluff you, did you? You did. Idiots. Question 3 was the one from Patricia Hill. She asked, how did Whoopi Goldberg get her stage name? Well, if you were thinking Whoopee Cushion, you were on the right lines. I think I'll let Whoopi explain in her own words. And I'm quoting here, she said, when you're performing on stage, you never really have time to go to the bathroom and close the door. So you get a little gassy, you got to let it go. So people used to say to me, you're like a whoopee cushion. And that is where her stage name came from. Yeah, flatulence. For question 4, Gareth and Scylla in Australia asked you, what is the maximum number of queens a player can have on a chessboard? You need to remember that if a pawn gets to the other end of the board, you can promote it to any piece you like, and the queen usually makes the most sense, as she's the most badass. That's my description, not Gareth and Scylla's, although they are Australian, so I don't think they'd object. So the answer is 9. You could have 9 queens on the board, the 8 pawns, and then your 1 queen. And question 5 was the one about zone improvement plan. The answer was pretty much in the question because the initial letters of zone improvement plan are ZIP. It's a zip code, or as it's called in the rest of the world, a postcode or postcode area. Next, I gave you the names of parts and films, and you had to tell me the name of the film. Question 6. Pub Heavy, Diane's mother, and Renton's nurse. Diane is Kelly MacDonald's character. Renton is Ewan McGregor's. I haven't a clue who Pub Heavy is, but the answer is Trainspotting. For question 7, I asked you which film has the characters Biggus Dickus, Mandy Cohen, and alarmed crucifixion assistant. It is, of course, Monty Python's Life of Brian. Question 8, we were looking for a film with some mining going on. That was The Silver Assay Worker. The names included Eli and Sunday, and so the answer was There Will Be Blood. For question 9, the roles were Magda Goebbels and General Alfred Jodl, so it was, of course, Downfall. Yeah, I mean, Adolf Hitler's also in it. It's good. There's a lot of that. Finally, question 10 was a bit more upbeat. Mr. Pricklepants, Ken, and Lotso Hugging Bear. You probably guessed it. It was a Toy Story movie. Which one? Toy Story 3. The best one. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you back here tomorrow for more little tiny quiz of the lockdown. Fun fact, the word lockdown was originally a prison term, which explains why the first question in a traditional lockdown is, do you have any drugs up your bum?